Good morning. Our video from the White House on Wednesday garnered a very big increase in scores of new viewers and to this channel and a few new people subscribing. Yesterday, however, the bottom dropped out. Just as it did on Wall Street. See what I did there? As expected, with the tariff wars getting underway, stocks fell to the lowest level since the pandemic set off a panic over expected economic activity decline in 2020. This time, there is the expectation that a recession could come as prices for so many things Americans may need now, not when the president insists all manufacturing will be done in the U.S., will go up in coming days and months. The Dow fell nearly 4%, the S&P nearly 5%, and a 6% drop for NASDAQ, where many tech companies are traded. Automaker Stellantis decided to lay off 900 people in anticipation of a decline in sales. Every vehicle takes hundreds of parts to make, involving worries about duties just being implemented, along with the 25% that is immediately being tacked on for every imported car, SUV, and truck now arriving. Leaving the White House, Trump said he thinks the situation is going very well.
And so it was a sick patient that went through an operation on Liberation Day, and it's going to be a booming country. A very booming country. It's going to be amazing, actually. And we see it because we have trillions of dollars committed to come in. Trillions.
Yes, some companies are committing to doing some and more manufacturing in the United States, but the cost-benefit ratio has to be weighed and things won't change overnight. Asked on Air Force One how long it would take before he figures the manufacturing boom will be to his liking, Trump responded, 1.5 to 2 years. This morning, China announced it will reciprocate with a 34% tariff on American-made items. At a hearing Thursday, Judge James Boasberg expressed his belief that the Departments of Justice and Homeland Security designed the deportations of alleged gang members to El Salvador to move so swiftly as to avoid judicial scrutiny. Boasberg is the judge who ordered the original 2 flights to El Salvador turned around when he'd found out that they'd already taken off, even as he was weighing whether the Alien Enemies Act could be used to justify the deportations. The administration insists that since the planes were out of U.S. airspace, Boasberg's order had no authority. The judge said he's looking to possibly hold the administration and maybe someone in it in contempt. Another judge today in Maryland is holding a hearing into whether Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a man sent to the prison in El Salvador, should have been sent there even though he had protected status to be in the U.S. as a man fearful for his life in his native Venezuela. The administration insists he's a member of MS-13 and that they have no ability to get him out of that prison in El Salvador. The Pentagon's Inspector General is now probing Secretary Pete Hegseth's use of the Signal app to relay details of the attack on the Houthis in Yemen to others in the national security team. And speaking of which, word this morning the 2 top leaders at the National Security Agency are out. With ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.